Okay guys, thought I'd actually give an idea of how to cut a wing just using a scalpel knife instead of actually using the scissors. I've been doing this quite a few years and I find it a lot easier and a lot more accurate. First of all, get a brand new knife, get a brand new blade, and literally chop off the end of the blade so you can't stick yourself. All you do is just take pliers of some sorts onto the end and just crack it over, and it'll actually snap on a nice clean straight line. That way when you're actually dragging the line over the basically the mark line on the wings, which is usually the cut out lines that you see, you won't have this wandering and basically giving you a shitty job. Here we go, nice and quick and easy on this one. I'll show you how it does. This wing is off the Golem Super Body Old 2, and I should show you how quickly it is to actually, how quickly it is to cut. I follow just the actual score lines that are shown by the suppliers. So here we go, following the lines with a bit of pressure, not a lot, and always having a good light over the top of the work so you can actually see the lines. If it's dark you'll miss the line and you'll make a shitty job even worse. And because it's polycarbonate, it's got this tendency to crack right on the actual line when you actually fold it over. So I'm just scoring the line at the moment. Now if it's these corners like this, all I do is go on the inside edge of the corner and score it. I don't cut it all the way through. Scissors, unfortunately, pardon me, don't give you a good job. And all you do is push it over and it actually cracks over nicely on itself to a nice clean break, as you can see there with that. Goes down to there. I'll crack it over on here. Score line, bend it, there's your first piece off. Okay, now I'm going to go to the second piece, which I scored on the outside, so all I do is crack it so it breaks it nice and easy. And crack it over, there's your second piece. Now that line's pretty good and pretty straight. I'll keep going on this side. So, oops, just keep it stand there for a second. Again on the inside, makes the cut a lot better. Also with the blunt knife, or the blunt end, you find that you tend to get a better cut. And you can always, if you think it's actually blunt, all you can do is just keep cracking that end off so you do get a nice clean actual cut or break on the end. There you go, bend it a couple of times and there it goes, there's another piece off. Now this line here, which is your back line of the wing, the best way and simplest way, I've actually done this previously and so many times, is get a knife. Because you cut your top edge of the sides nice and level, just put them on the end of a bench. Now that end of the bench is going to be literally representing the line itself. So as we go on, follow the edge of the bench right across, steady, steady, steady. Don't need to rush. Rushing doesn't do any job. There you go, scored and snap. There you go. A couple of times over. Nice, clean, steady line. No burrs or cracky looking ends to it. Crappy looking ends, I should say. Here's the end of it now. Cut over. I've cut this in the inside so I've got a clean line to do the. There we go. Now let's just cut this over, giving me an edge to cut. And polycarbonates are easier like this as well. You get a lot better cut out of all this stuff. I'm just going to actually make it so. Makes it easy for me. Score over, press. Keep pressing over, it'll snap eventually. This wing's actually quite thick, so it takes a couple of shots to get it right. But you always pull against the line, and that's the actual finished item you'll have in a couple of seconds. So I'll do again, I'll just go literally. Now this particular wing has a rounded edge leading into the middle, so I followed that on the edge of the bench. Keep doing that before I actually pull it. I can't tear it unequally. There you go. Wing done. Nice, quick and easy. Works good. There it is. Hope that helps you. I'll be putting some more easy little videos on how to cut wings, bodies, all that type of stuff to make it easier. 90% of the time I just use a knife, I don't use scissors. Hope that helps. Got any questions? Just give us a buzz. Thanks for that.